So LaDainian Tomlinson, Hall of Fame running back, ranked the top 5 running backs in the NFL. Number 1, Derrick Henry. Number 2, Dalvin Cook. Number 3, Alvin Kamara. Number 4, Saquon Barkley. And number 5, Christian McCaffrey. Not on this list, Nick Chubb.
That's so unfair. It's so unfair to not have him on the list. And I don't know if it's because he's splitting time with Kareem Hunt that he's not on the list. But if that's the case, then Alvin Kamara shouldn't be on there. All of those guys that are above him seem to have injury issues for the most part. And what concerns me about Derrick Henry, we all know how good he is. But to me, I don't know if you remember Larry Johnson with the Chiefs, but he would just get so many carries season after season after season, and it just ended up he just disappeared one year. And I kind of think that's what's going to happen with Derrick Henry, but it's so unfair to not have Nick Chubb in that top 5 just because of how consistent he is. He can catch the ball out of the backfield and make things happen. We saw that against the Steelers. His touchdown on that screen pass pretty much put that game away. So I just think it's one of those, and I hate to say it, but, because he's a Brown, he's not going to get the recognition that he deserves. But we're kind of used to that here in Cleveland. So I think at the end of the season, we're going to see that he deserves to be in the top 5. We already know it as fans. You look at Nick Chubb's stats, they're better than Saquon Barkley's. He's been more consistent than Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley has that higher ceiling for the most part, but Nick Chubb has just been more consistent and he shows up to play. He's got more touchdowns, more rushing yards. There's no reason why Nick Chubb should not be in the top 5.
Where do you think where should he fit? So the way they actually ranked him was McCaffrey, Barkley, Kamara, Cook, Henry. They ranked Henry 5th, which I thought was a little low as well. Where do you slot Chubb into that mix?
Personally, when I made mine, I had McCaffrey at 1. Just because he's so versatile. It's insane how good that guy is out of the backfield. He can make anything happen. Then I had Derrick Henry at 2, just because he is explosive with the ball in his hands. And he's a big guy. A lot of people don't realize, he's 6'2", and he's able to do the things that he is and run as fast as he is. And I have Nick Chubb at 3. I think that's a fair spot to have Nick Chubb at. He's definitely in the top 5. I don't know if the offense has the success that they do without Nick Chubb. So I think it's only fair to have him in the top 3 because I think besides Baker, he's the most valuable player on the team just because the offense goes as far as Nick Chubb takes them.
Yeah, and I think the other thing is some people will ding him a little bit because of the offensive line, but offensive line and running back usually go hand in hand. A running back without a good offensive line usually isn't a good running back.
Right. I'm not going to hold it against Emmitt Smith that he had Larry Allen at guard. There's no reason to hold it against him that the offensive line's good. I don't know why that would go against him. That's very odd. I didn't think of it that way, but more than likely, yeah, that's a great point.